said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gamecocks will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Going to the ground. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. And the Seminoles in the hurry-up. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, Dave?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
To the air, it's Berry. Slithers into space. Crosses the 35. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Cox. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. On the snap, it's Pringle. Fights off a defender. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Calls his own number. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Thanks to grab. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Quick release on the RPO. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Under fire. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. At the 35, he's got room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Wants to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Find some fresh air. There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. He's up to 90 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. He breaks a tackle, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Caught in the backfield, it's Tillman. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. Running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Steps away. He'll pull it down. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football.
Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Direct snap. It's Pringle. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Connection to the right. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. They'll run play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking downfield very late in the half. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's loose. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. One more snap coming before halftime. Dropping back, it's Berry. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
Hey, and getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now improvising. He's going to run it. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Looking to throw on third. Caught behind the line. It's Tillman. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Well, that's about as risky as he can get as a head coach. Early in the game, fourth down, deep in your own end, and you go for it. Nice job, offense.
Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
It's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Moving away from pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
At the 49-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Clark. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed.
There he goes. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner is stopped. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On the direct snap, it's Pringle. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. You need to put more plays together like that right there.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. This offense has it with really good field position. The give on the inside. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Quarterback making adjustments. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Quarterback extends the play. Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And it's no good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Pringle. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Direct snap. It's Pringle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Back to pass, it's Berry. Working that wide receiver screen. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Well, the offense on 3rd down, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Cox. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it. to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires downfield. It's complete. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense wants to bring the heat. They make the stop, but not before the chains move, and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Cox. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake?
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Makes the grab. Turning it on. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And the Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Going to swing it on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll pull it down and run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The give to the back. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Picks up 6. 4th down coming up.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Pressure coming. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. Direct snap. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. To the air. It's Sperry. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed, even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air. They kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.